Yeah, I think so.
I remember because I use it AGB 2.0.
Yeah, I use it a little
It was
bit.
so awful. That thing was incredibly bad to work with. Not to develop it was so strange way to develop this. Lots of configurations, lots of XML, and of course the difficulty to run stuff because
Yeah,
that thing gets so much memory, and our machines that didn't have all this memory that we have today, right?
yeah, yeah.
It was really
In
bad.
the past, if you have like 256, it's a lot of memory in the past, right?
Yeah, I remember my laptop had 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabytes, and when
Yeah,
I
I can
got like
imagine.
I think, yeah, 2 gigabytes, and it was like a lot of memory.
And
But after that, I discovered Spring, and Spring was something that changed many Java webs
yeah,
developers from that time, because Spring was really much more simpler than EGB. Of course, there were still lots of XML at that time,
yeah,
but all the things were much more cleaner, I could say. And
yeah,
so Spring had this idea of being clean.
yeah.
Oh,
Nowadays, I believe we don't have why as to tell that Java is hard because we
mhm.
have many ways to run the things easily, right?
Oh yeah.
Have a lot of options of frameworks,
Mhm.
tools, and I
Yeah.
remember,
When I discovered Spring Boot,
yeah,
I don't remember when,
it was amazing.
around 2010, and a little after that. But Spring Boot was like the best thing that ever happens in a Java web developer life, because
Yeah,
then we had all the stuff, no need to XML to configure all the things, where like the full configurations and all the stuff. It
yeah. Spring Boot
the
changed our world, right?
Yeah, change the
How we
word.
create
That's
things.
why it's so used until now.
Yeah, I remember I
But
got a Spring Boot for the first time I got for a project to Grupo Pão de Açúcar, I believe,
mhm.
using microservices and running all the things easily. Because before that, we had to configure at JBoss a lot of stuffs, and that it was a really hard thing to do for me.
Mhm.
Thinking on the beginning,
But
and I never was able to create something from the zero with success with that. So
wow.
I was struggling. So sometimes the Spring Boot happens. So
Mhm.
my my work became easily a lot. So
For sure. Yeah, I remember that I create some videos in my YouTube channel as well. I had an old YouTube channel called Java for Beginners, Java para iniciantes in português.
yeah,
And if when you look at these old videos, like I think it's more than 5 years now, uh, for about Spring Boot, and I we always have to explain the differences of what is Spring, what is Spring Boot, what is Spring MVC, what is Spring Web Flux, all these
yeah,
different flavors of the same thing. And then I had one entire video explaining, oh, Spring Boot is about configuration. Spring Boot has nothing to do with web, has nothing to do with microservices, and people like, God, what this guy is saying.
yeah,
I said, and we have to go back and explain how things work and how things were before that, so we can explain. Okay, that's it. Spring Boot is about configuration, and that's why you love it so much.
Yeah,
I find
basically
I
the
find it's very good. Actually, I was trying this last month, I think. I started trying some writing stuff with Quarkus. Have you
oh
tried?
yeah, Quarkus is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see. I look and I say, wow,
yeah
that's really cool as
I
well.
studied a year ago. I start using Quarkus to do some local stuffs
Hmm.
like create small services running uh, with Kubernetes local and working very well. I really like it. The
Pretty
way we can,
performant.
yeah, and plug all the things and run on the OpenShift easily.
Hmm.
This I really like it. I write a little bit about Quarkus and this cloud native way to do the things.
I think
Is
this is the most important part actually, because
yeah,
today everything is about deployment. Everything is about how easy it is to get to a container, how easy it is to scale in Kubernetes. And Java was not the best thing in this place until recently, but Quarkus was from the beginning. They created the things to be to expect this kind of environment. So I think this
yeah,
is I like, and all the native stuff you can use GraalVM and compile stuff
yeah.
to
That
the
is cool.
this SEO native, and it stays. I tried. I remember when it started happening. I tried for Spring Boot as well. Spring Boot works, but the Quarkus is much easier. What I,
Yeah,
well, but I was testing Quarkus because I wanted to learn a little more, and I wanted to try AI, how AI could help me to do that. So
yeah.
that was
So
my